Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a board and batten wall in my foyer. First off, this was my wall before I had all the nail pops fixed and everything, so just exclude the blue tape from this video. They will not be there when we begin to film. I decided on getting the board and batten because I needed to add a little bit of dimension to the foyer. So I went to Home Depot, but do not go there. Go to Lowe's instead. Got some wood cut. Decided that I was going to get a 1x2x8, have it cut down according to the size, and put them right above my baseboard. So that way I didn't have the wood hanging off of the current baseboards. So at the end of this video, I will give you a description of everything that I use. I use liquid nails. I use some wipes that I had got from actually the Dollar Tree for $1.25. They remove like any paint off the walls, off the floor, and things like that. I use a brad nailer with 18 gauge nails. And I also used a leveler. And I also use a miter saw to cut the wood down. So first thing I did, again, like I said, I used the 1x2x8. Measured them, had them leveled to the wall. I would like to add that a couple of spaces in my wall were not level because when I guess construction was done, there's a lot of wiring and different things behind the walls. Maybe the actual wood beams and from the foundation and stuff were uneven themselves. So I just really had to improvise. I did use what they call skims and made different pieces according to my needs that I actually had to have done. This video is like in depth from the beginning to the end of the board and batten. I have not finished painting yet, but I do plan on using wood filler by Gorilla Glue, and also some caulking to fill in any extra spaces. But as of now, like I said, I just used the liquid nails and a brad nailer with 18 gauge nails to finish this particular project, making everything flush with the wall. There will be a part 2 video as well that is going to show me paint it once I've caulked it, once I've sanded. I will be using a sander, grit paper with 200 just to kind of get all the rough edges off. The wood filler is going to fill in all the spaces from the wood that I bought at Home Depot and Lowe's, because a few pieces did come from Home Depot at the end, which was the 4-foot pieces. There's the wipes that I use, the Tough Plus all-purpose cleaner wipes. Anyway, the wood filler is going to fix all those spots because the wood strips that I used were called wood furring strips. So the wood furring, they will have imperfections, but I did get the ones that was most perfect. You did see me scrubbing the baseboard on the one wall because I had my sofa table there. It does get dusty in this foyer because the main filter vent is in the hallway. So I made sure to clean every single baseboard before I started gluing and nailing and putting anything in the hallway, just so that everything looked real nice. I don't plan on talking through this entire video, but if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Feel free to message me at the bottom. I try to answer every comment that comes in. If there's anything that's going on in the video that you don't understand, I tried to edit and put all the parts that were most important in the video, including me using the brad nailer, using the saw. I think you get to see me use the saw once or twice in the video, but use extreme caution. I did have on glasses. I did not use gloves. But I will say that, you know, if you want to use gloves, you can be extra careful. Miter saws are very dangerous and should be used with care. You notice that I locked it up once it wasn't in use, and I also unplugged it. Also with the brad nailer, when it wasn't in use, I made sure to lock it as well, so that way I didn't accidentally pick the brad nailer up, pull the trigger, and any nails fly out of there. Again, went across all of the baseboards before I did the 4-foot boards, before I put the 1x4x12, which is the very top part that goes over the 1x4s. And then I also did a shelf on all of them, and the shelves were 1x2s by 8. And again, I had every piece cut down according to what I needed. I think for the 4-foot pieces of wood, I think I needed or ended up using a total of, I think, 24. I used 10 on the main entrance, 4 on the opposite side of that, another 8 on the opposite wall, the opposite biggest wall, which is the wall that I'm on now, and then the one across from it, I used 3. I would have used more boards if I would have been able to do the wall adjacent to the entrance to the garage from the garage, but because there was a little bit of warping where the baseboard was, and it's because there's wire behind there because the water heater is in the garage right behind there. So I just didn't want to have to be cutting pieces and doing all that for that wall. Plus, there's a panel on the wall, so I would have had to customize the 1x4 to make it fit. And let me tell you something. At the end of the day, I did not have time to do that. I had time, but I wasn't making time. I felt like once you come into the house and you see it and it's painted and done, then you're not gonna be thinking about the garage. You're just gonna be oohing and on at the beauty in which it is. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you have any questions, you want to comment, let me know. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Get your Southern Belle to 300K subscribers. Trying to grow on YouTube, trying to grow my vlogs, and I just appreciate you viewing. I appreciate the comments, the subscribers, and until next time.